And there we go. A special guest. How are we, Skipper? You all right?
Yeah, good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm very good. Hair's looking on point, Luke, as
Yeah,
always. Same but did.
just,
So first of all, Luke, how's your day been? All right?
yeah, not too bad, thank you. Yeah, yeah, busy. Yeah, I've been uh, working fairly local, so yeah, I've been laying the floor, come home, and then we had all my family around painting because we're getting the carpets put in on Thursday. So yeah, it's been yeah, proper busy on that. What about yours?
Yeah, yeah, good. You know, day job's done, and then sort of second job, and now football. So that's my life, 7 days a week. But thank you so much, Luke. 'Cause I do know obviously how busy you are, and obviously having a family, it's always hard sometimes to juggle things. So it is appreciated, and you already can see, Luke. There's a lot of people already tuning in to watch this live on Leigh FC Instagram. So do spread the word, everyone. If they're not watching it now, or to check back later on. But basically, Luke and I were just going to have a bit of a chit chat tonight for sort of 30
Alfie,
minutes.
French work.
Who was that?
Alfie Grant.
Oh yeah, I've just seen that. Love that. Yeah, keep the comments coming through. We'll try and keep an eye on some of them, as long as they're clean, obviously.
Yeah.
So, Luke, the best place to start is that game on Saturday, because it was perhaps a frustrating game, obviously, in terms of being in front, and obviously Welling grabbing the equaliser late in the second half. But before the game, that was always going to be a very, very tough game on paper, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Obviously, I missed the game down at their place. Yeah, it was obviously I didn't really sort of know what to expect. So yeah, it was a tough one. Obviously, I'd heard how the boys spoke about how the game had gone down at their place. So yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a tough game, and obviously it felt like a defeat in the end for us. But at the same time, obviously, as long as you don't lose ground over sides in and around you, take some. Sorry,
Oh, back.
folks,
That's
kicked
right,
out
technical glitch, everyone. So,
there.
Luke, so basically, what you just summed up there. Obviously, you mentioned about it perhaps feeling a bit like a defeat. However, obviously, it's good to keep the run going. Is that pretty much what the gaffer said after the game to you all as well?
Yeah, he didn't really need to say a lot. Obviously, we were all pretty downbeat, to be honest.
Mm,
As we all know, we were poor first half, and second half we came out, obviously passed the ball how we were sort of told to, and then yeah, as you can see, there's only sort of one side in it, and they nick a goal, and yeah, it was just yeah, it was a frustrating second half in the end, or the end of the second half because we actually played some nice stuff.
absolutely. I mean, obviously, being at the game myself and sort of the buzz, listening to the fans there at Incheon Park on Saturday, everyone was raving about the play from Northfield in the second half. Um, as you say, there's some great runs on and off the ball, and we have to talk about that goal, don't we? Really, the main man, the left peg, Jordan Thomas. What was your view of that wonder strike, Luke? Please tell me you actually saw it.
If you ask him, I actually said to him about a minute before, I said we need a bit of magic from you, and then he just steps out. He does it all the time. To be honest, he's a fantastic talent.
He
Um,
is.
yeah, some of the stuff you see him doing training, it's just football's just natural to him. It's great to see.
Love that. I'm sure he'll appreciate hearing that from you, Luke.
Over now.
So, yeah. So the form at the moment for the club is obviously yes, obviously there's been a few draws recently, but that's unbeaten now, 13 games. So how have you experienced that at any other club, Luke? A run like that?
Yeah, I've been on some big part of sides where we've been on some good runs. To
Mm,
be honest, we didn't really actually. I wasn't aware of it until sort of last week. The run that we'd sort of been on.
yeah.
Yeah, you just sort of take it literally week by week at the moment, and where it seems like we have had it full on, but also we've just been sort of Saturday. So it hasn't really registered how long that sequence has gone on for. Obviously, we had Christmas, and we had the week off a couple of weeks ago. You don't really, I didn't really sort of take notice of it. It was only when sort of Mersey was bragging that he's yet to lose since he's been in the starting lineup. So yeah, that you realise sort of how long that run's gone on for. It is been against some good sides as well. Obviously we've rode our luck at times, and also it's all been fully justified in other times. Some of the results.
Yeah, so I think it's certainly been a case in recent weeks where it's been more a case of getting the job done, hasn't it? But the table doesn't lie. I think many managers would say that at this time of season, wouldn't they, in any league?
Yeah, so get to this sort of stage in the season, and this is when it comes alive.
Absolutely, and I'm sure you're probably like a lot of us tonight, Luke, are going to be keeping one eye, maybe two eyes, on that big game tonight in the league. Obviously, Welling taking on title chasing Berkhamsted.
Yes, yeah. Haven't really thought too much. I saw it on Twitter earlier, I think. Obviously, at the time. So it's another game in hand, obviously, that Welling have got, and at this stage, you want the sides in and around you to you want to be on a sort of level peg, so you want to sort of know, you want to have played the same amount of games and know what the points difference is.
Cool. So let's do a bit of a Yui here, Luke. So let's talk about you, obviously, growing up. So for you, Luke, who was your boyhood club, and who was perhaps your favourite football player?
Queen's Park Rangers. Cool. We're all in my family are big QPR fans. Favourite player when I was growing up was obviously QPR wise. It was probably Danny Shittu. Was big centre half. Who else was there? Obviously, like everyone, you all wanted to be like Beckham. Had me hair highlighted as well. Embarrassingly, looking back on it now. And then sort of last 10 years, maybe looked up to Clint Hill when he was at QPR, because he was unbelievable for us.
Love that, and it's nice that you obviously support the club that that you all do within the family as well. It's great to hear that.
Yeah, we were told, if we still want to be in the house, then it's QPR. If not, you. I was 4. Obviously,
Love that. So Luke, let's obviously look right back. Okay, so obviously when you were perhaps a teenager, obviously as a young lad, so obviously youth-wise, football-wise, Luke, where was you playing?
I played most of my years from like 8 to 16. Was at Oxford United.
Yeah.
Then sort of obviously got released from there. And then went to finish the season off at Oxford City in their youth team, and then went training at Brackley. And sort of went from there really straight into men's football. I think Lewis Hayden looks like he's enjoying it. I think.
Obviously, he pressed the wrong emoji, didn't he, Luke? I think. So obviously, after the sort of youth setup, as you say, obviously Oxford City, Oxford United, and then that trial with Brackley. So correct me if I'm wrong. So obviously, doing some research not long ago. So do excuse me on a Tuesday. Woodford United.
Yeah.
Abingdon United.
Yes, yeah.
And then over to the Railway Men.
Yeah.
Didcot. Then you had obviously with Didcot, obviously I know you had a couple of stints there, didn't you? You played way over 150 games. And then you nearly clocked up 100 games for the Puritans of Banbury.
Yeah.
Obviously back to Didcot, and then where you are now, captaining Northleague. Is that the whole shebang?
That is the whole shebang. Yeah.
Love that. So, Luke, you're not old yet, But clocking up the games, Luke, I was really impressed at how many competitive games you have played. So clearly, you must have been pretty healthy your career so far.
Yeah, I think you get the sort of two different players, don't you? One that would sort of look for an injury, and one that would just naively sort of play.
Mm.
I've always said to Eddie and people at the club, and they're worried about me seeing if I was fit, knowing that I'm carrying a knock. And yeah, if I only played, I think I'd have only played about 20 times in my career. I think that's a little, yeah, that's just the way you are. I'm just, yeah, normally strap my legs up or stay away from the physio room and just try and find out, which isn't the right way.
Yes. So obviously, centre half by heart, Luke, but you have got quite a good record of goal scoring.
Yeah, I've done all right. Yeah, obviously people would just say that it's because I've got a slab head. Um, yeah, that's what. Yeah, but no, I've had good seasons. Obviously this year I haven't scored quite as many as I would have liked, or maybe I should have. Obviously I missed that chance Saturday, which my dad keeps going on about.
Yeah, because you had, from looking back, from what I found out, not that many years ago. So at Banbury, you managed to get 12 goals in a season.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, if someone my size can score sort of 12 goals a season from Tommy Winters' delivery, I don't think you're ever going to score, because it really was. It would go within sort of a yard, 2 yard radius. So you sort of knew where the ball was going, and yeah, just I got lucky. I think I was about the third or fourth biggest in that side. So obviously I used to stick the Giants, get them picked up early, and I'd go under the radar if I could.
Here's a question for you. I probably won't be far off this. Do you know how many career goals you've got so far in competitive football? Rough idea.
No, I haven't got a clue.
Oh, really? Okay, interesting. So, 66.
66.
That's not bad, is it? Centre half, 66, or a slow midfielder. 66 is not bad.
Have you worked out how many games?
Oh, blimey. Not fully. I know for Northley, I've got a calculation of 44. So you're closing on the 50 mark. Banbury was, I think Banbury was about 92. I think I jotted down earlier.
Yeah.
And obviously Didcot was it was a massive figure, way over 150, obviously.
Yeah.
But that's not bad. That's not bad. Bear in mind, you're not quite a 30 yet, are you, Luke?
Not quite 30?
Yeah.
Oh, I am.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you missed my birthday, yeah.
Okay. Mum's the word. I was hoping you were going to deny it there, but never mind. Right, Luke. I asked this question to the managers and players in non-league, and everyone. Sometimes we get similar answers, sometimes we don't. So for you, what are your likes and dislikes in non-league football?
Cool. So obviously there are some great grounds out there. There's obviously also some places that you just absolutely dread sort of going to. I suppose the likes really, when you play for a good club, obviously sort of community feel and get to know the fans. So I suppose they're probably sort of two likes for me.
Okay, go on. Give us something that really, really sometimes grates on you.
Cool. Obviously, well, depends where you go. Obviously, some places, obviously, yeah. If you go to a place that is renowned for being a bit of a dump, And then, yeah, some grounds, that probably what grates on me. And also, it depends where the club is. Obviously, there's quite a few that are sort of probably more southwest and more hostile towards myself. I think they've remembered things that I've done in the past. You get abused regularly, but that's just part and parcel of it.
Yeah, it is. Interestingly, it's the first team player coach Aaron Woodley put that hill in the comments.
Yeah, I think that's probably a dislike from him.
Yes.
Ollie Thomas has got a question, has he? I bet it's a maths one.
Oh God, blimey, we'll keep an eye. It is a maths question. There you go.
Yeah, I'll show you that later.
Very good.
Right, he loves it.
Hold him to that, please, Ollie, as well. So, Luke, obviously, we mentioned at the very, very start, we know how sort of busy you are. So, for you, talk people through, what does your sort of average week look like, balancing everything, work, family, football?
If I was to open my door, I'm actually sat in my son's bedroom at the moment because yeah, my daughter's crying in hour. I can literally hear her screaming now.
Okay, so we won't keep you too long then.
Well, obviously at the moment she's not sleeping through the night, so it can be when I wake up. The wake up call could be about 5:30, could be, if we're lucky, gone past 6. If I'm going to work, it'll be work, normally leave around sort of 7ish, home by around 4, and then it's just a case of sort of trying to juggle the kids, get to bedtime, stick them in bed, and you've probably got a half hour to yourself. And yeah, it's a bit long. Obviously, either go training, or you can try and sit down for the night. And the weekend even busier. Yeah, we're doing a little bit of work at home as well, so it's just trying to sort of juggle that in. It's just complete carnage.
Yes. I've got a toddler at home myself, so I think like many. Yeah, toddler. So he's nearly two. So I can relate to those evenings and very, very early mornings. That's probably why I look so tired as I do at the moment. So, but it's life, isn't it? What do you do? Say again?
Sorry, go. I missed that.
No, I was going to say. So, what do you do, Luke, to relax?
What do I do to relax?
Yeah, what happens after a game?
After a game, cool. Normally, just if I can, sit in front of the TV. Midweek, a little bit different because you sort of take on that much energy and the adrenaline that you just find yourself asleep there, asleep, struggling to sleep until sort of around midnight, maybe 1 o'clock. But yeah, other than that, sort of just spending time with the family, I suppose, on a Sunday. Ben Brown's messaging me, the old centre half partner.
Go on, you have to share with us now. What has he said? Dare I ask?
Nothing at all. We asked if he can do one himself.
I'm sure Ben would love it. I'm sure he'd absolutely love that.
Yeah, got that out for you, Browner.
So, Luke, here's one perhaps more for the sort of fans really that will sort of see this. So, what are the objectives, obviously for the club for the rest of this season, but then equally for you, longer term as a player, obviously.
Well, the objective all the time, whether it's realistic or unrealistic, it's just you always aim for the playoffs. This year, playoffs are going to be looking like they're going to be very, very close. Obviously, we've
very close.
A very good chance, and it still is. We're in a great position because it's in our hands. Obviously, we've got Ware coming, which is a massive game. In providing, it's up to us. Obviously, if we beat them, then sort of we are. Yeah, we would leapfrog them, and it literally is up to us to sort of not throw away, but or cement and go on we've shown what we can do already this season, but we also know we haven't actually beaten the side above us at the moment. Obviously got a few draws in there, but yeah, the ambition obviously is to get promoted really, and challenge towards the top. And I think you can see by the way the club's backed Eddie and Lex, and it's just we're in a good position. The great thing is the longer the season's gone on, if you look back at the squad, the squad's just getting stronger and stronger. You look at the bench, and it's almost a little bit embarrassing at times, the strength that you've got, and you can only use sort of 3 out of the 5.
Yeah, let's touch on this, Luke, because obviously you've been very fortunate to play, for a number of very, very good local clubs in non-league, especially in Didcot and Banbury, both with tremendous following. How does this Northley squad compare to other teams that you've played in?
Well, obviously I've played with quite a few. There's quite a few ex Banbury boys, there. But talent wise, to be honest, it's up there. Like, as we've seen, there's some young lads that will definitely play higher, obviously providing they do the right things and look after themselves, and also show that they want to learn and actually have the ambition, which I don't doubt. I don't doubt for a minute that they will. But yeah, it's just God, it's up there. Obviously, Didcot at times we never had the greatest side on paper, but we had a great team spirit. Why we did well in cup runs over years. And moving on, Banbury obviously went up a league, so obviously you're going to get a sort of a higher calibre of player, where you're able to attract obviously people coming down from the Conference South and other stronger sort of Southern Premier sides. Yeah, I'd say talent-wise, it could be potentially in a few years' time. I think you'll see some of these lads playing at a very good level of football. It probably is.
Yeah, let's hope so. I know that's obviously something that Director of Football Craig Dorr and obviously the gaffer Eddie, they offer opportunities, don't they, for these young players to use, to gain experience really in men's football in very, very competitive step 4, with a chance to potentially, move on, isn't it? That's the aim.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and obviously Eddie's had a great career himself. So he sort of knows what you've got to do, and he's trying to sort of just pass his knowledge on to all the young lads and sort of look after them and just sort of encourage them. And at the same time, it's great and refreshing to hear that they're obviously if a club did come in, they wouldn't sort of be demanding money, even if lads are on contract. Obviously, they want to see it as you never want to lose your best players, but also you want to never. I've been at clubs before where they've sort of stood in people's way, and you think, how's he not as a professional? And obviously, clubs are sort of holding other clubs to ransom.
Right.
Yeah, it's just nice to hear that. Obviously, if a club did come in from a higher level, that they'd sort of send them on with their best wishes.
That's nice, that. So, Luke, what do you have to say then about obviously the gaffer and the assistant Lex? What's it like to be the captain under them two?
Yeah, I've played with both of them, so it's just you sort of know what to expect really. Obviously, Lex was a very, very talented footballer, which you probably see.
Yes.
Yeah, and obviously Eddie had a great career as well. Obviously, being obviously had a lot of talent himself. And I've played alongside him at Banbury and sort of know his values on and off the pitch. So it's just it was no real surprise. it's really working this season. Yeah, they were sort of obviously alongside speaking to Craig, because he was the one who brought me over. Obviously, having known Eddie and Lex, they were a massive pull, obviously, to sort of finally convince me to come over. If that makes sense. And yeah, it's just obviously when Eddie made me captain, it's obviously it is a big honour. Yeah, and it just becomes, it's rather, you get sort of go back to sort of two players. As I said earlier, two types of people: the ones that have played for injuries, the ones that won't. You also get the sort that would just either thrive on the captaincy, or others that would sort of see it as a bit of a hindrance to their performance. But I've always, sort of thrived on it, and it doesn't really faze me, to be fair. I don't really change. Just play the way I sort of normally do.
So, Luke, I know I messaged you, I think yesterday, about this, so you may have had time to do it or you may not. Have you been able to dig out anything from the past, whether it be photos or shirts?
I managed to dig out any photos, because at the moment, obviously, the house is upside down, but I've actually got two shirts.
Oh, go on then, let's see them. Let's have a look.
Of course you can. So the first one I see is the Didcot.
Oh, wow.
See the
love that.
play cap. See the thing, and then the other one is
what game's that one from, Luke? That one?
Didcot Exeter, and the FA Cup. Yeah, the first round.
Nice one.
I've got Clinton Morrison's T-shirt from that game.
Love that.
Yeah,
so what year would that have been, Luke?
That was 2015.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, so yeah, a long time ago.
Good memories though, clearly, from that game.
Yeah. Sort of one. Yeah, they don't really come around very often. Looking back, sort of wish maybe you sort of enjoyed the occasion a little bit more. But now it's sort of only when you sort of get a little bit older you sort of appreciate sort of what we did achieve.
It's nice to hear that. Right, Luke, I have digged out a few photos, so I'm going to show them to the viewers. All right. So this first one, I believe, is you playing for Abingdon United in the yellow, and from what I can see, there is no facial hair, Luke. There's the first, I think, people. Don't know if we can see that. Hang on. Look at that.
Hey, I'll follow you. Tuned in early. Yeah.
And then this one, obviously, the facial hair does come in. There's no real. Where are we? Sorry, it's my light home. There we go.
Yeah, that's the mugshot. Take it in the paper all the time.
That's a great pick, though, that one at Banbury. And then, obviously, we have to really, don't we? Because you were very much a legend at Didcot. So let's throw, hopefully. Oh, God. What's that coming out, Luke? Very well. But long hair, beard, it's Luke Carnell. There you go. Standard. Right, let's wrap it up with the next two games, because they're everything, really, aren't they, potentially, with this season. Everything's still on the line, because we've got on Saturday, obviously the Millers are on the road to league leaders Bedford Town, who are unbeaten in 17 games. It does not get tougher than that, does it? Simple.
No, yes. We were a little bit unlucky when they came to our place. Obviously, we started very slow against them. They scored. I think they scored within sort of 2 minutes. Then we sort of equalised sort of 5 minutes later. And there wasn't really a lot in it, and they got a little bit. We see it as they sort of got a little bit lucky in the second half. They scored a cross, and then they hit a free kick, and this cannon it's ricocheted about 4 times, and it's just landed at their strikers' feet. So it's it's going to be a massive game, but then it's a massive end of the season anyway, because we've obviously got a local derby against Didcot sort of chucked in. We got the double header, the Saturday and the Monday. So games sort of come thick and fast. So it's going to be, there's still plenty of games, plenty of points up for grabs, but also at the same time we're aware that we need to we need to try and get points on the board and try and cement a place in the playoffs.
And personally, going into Saturday's game, are you relishing that battle with Rene Howe?
Yeah, I've played against him a few times, to be fair. And he's obviously he's a very, very talented footballer. But also, we sort of play the game the sort of same way. It's going to be a bit of a physical battle. Obviously, and if he doesn't play my side, then he's going to go and play.
I bet. Oh yes. That would be certainly a battle to watch, that one, wouldn't it? I think Rene against Ben.
Yeah, I might try and knock him over that side.
Yeah. There goes the game plan. There you go, Ben. Over to you, mate.
Later as well.
I love that. And then it's unbelievable to think about it, Luke, because literally, bang on, a week now, we're going to be at Velocity Stadium, Oxford, taking on the Hoops in the semi-final of the County Cup.
Yes, yeah. Forgot about that until you just reminded me.
It's mad, isn't it? It's literally a week, and then that's a big occasion in itself, because that's I think Northleague were last in the final 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's going to be a big test. Obviously, I played against a few of the, of course, with a few of the lads there, obviously, and Andy Ballard up there. So it's going to be a nice occasion, obviously, meeting up with them. But also at the same time, obviously, we're going to do our best. Obviously, we'll have to be on our best and sort of ride our luck at times. Because obviously they're a very good side, and but there's no better way really to sort of test yourself, and obviously a great occasion for such a young squad. That'd be obviously great if we can sort of put in a performance first time, then also then sort of see where that leads.
I think that's a good way to end it, Luke, tonight. But thank you so much, obviously, for getting up your time, because obviously I know how busy you are midweek, Luke. I will not be at the game Saturday because I am actually with my wife on Saturday, so I'm very, very unfortunate to be missing that big game. So, but I am definitely at Tuesday's game in the cup against Oxford City. So, obviously, all the best to you, Luke, and the boys on Saturday. And no doubt I'm going to be talking to a few people before that game anyway. But thank you so much. Thank you to everyone for watching.
No worries.
And we will speak soon, Luke.
Yeah, I'll catch up with you on Tuesday.
Yeah, nice one. Thank you so much.
Take care, mate. Pleasure.
Have a good one, everyone. Bye.